Hello everyone, how are you doing? Okay, I'm doing Gemini's 2020 year preview, okay? And I am getting subscribers now. That's really good. Thank you, new subscribers. I still do want to get my subscribers up to at least 100. So if you guys hear it, if you like it, please press the subscribe button, okay? Or the like button. And if you do need a personal tarot reading, then look in the description box below and you can find the information to contact me, okay? Look for my email address or look for the PayPal link or the Etsy link, okay? So I'm gonna move this plant. Okay. So it's not a plant, it's a plastic plant. Anyway, so Geminis, I'm gonna start you with your career, the career aspect of your reading, okay, for 2020. So the first, okay, one more thing is that some of the reading is going to give you maybe ideas, like say for instance the career part of the reading may give you ideas if you are considering a career change. I'm not telling you to change your career, but if it's something that's already on your heart, then maybe perhaps you should look into it more. For the storylines that come later, maybe some of it may resonate with you and maybe some of it won't. Maybe as you get into the year, maybe you'll say, oh my gosh, I remember hearing about that. And it may give you a little bit of insight as to what's going on around you. Okay? But if you hear something that's striking in the storylines as I keep going through the reading and it gets personal, then yeah, I don't want you guys to worry about anything, okay? You just are listening so you can be aware of the energies that are going to be going on around you. And if it doesn't sound familiar, if it never comes to pass, don't worry about it, okay? So some things you may be meant to hear and some are irrelevant to you, okay? Just so you know. And then the last thing I'm going to say is that I don't give you advice on what to do. I'm just telling you what may be going on around you, okay? So as far as your career, the first card is let go, okay? It says walk away from this situation in order to resolve it, okay? So this is a career card. It's a life purpose card. And I'm not sure what it is that's going on around you that you need to let go of, okay? So it seems like you are in the middle of a career change, okay? So maybe these cards could be relevant to you. That's the first card. Okay, the next card is artist. So engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life, okay? So what this is saying is that there may be personal issues going on in your life and you may find that artistic activities, including like singing, like drawing, painting, singing, sculpting, those type things may bring you comfort during whatever type of situations that you're going through during the year. So the next card, these may be general. A lot of these cards are general, and there may be some that are a little bit more descriptive, okay? So this one is study. Reading, research, and education help you to gain confidence and clarity about your career. So far it does seem like you guys are in the middle of a career shift. Okay. Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Oh my gosh, if it wasn't said, it's said right here. Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance that you desire and deserve. So just in case you missed it, I'm going to pick it up one more time, okay? Look, it says that brings you the joy, okay, and abundance. Those may be things that you're missing right now, okay? So it seems like 2020 may be a happy year for you career-wise because whatever situation you're going through right now, you may be lacking joy and abundance, okay? So now here's the next card. Children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Okay, we're going to go a little bit deeper. The teacher. To know is to grow. So some of you are being called to teach children. Some of you are being called to go back to school and get a higher education. Okay. The strategist. Every vision has a plan. So this may be in order for, these are wealth oracle cards. So in order for you to gain the wealth and abundance we just spoke about, you have to strategize and put together a plan, such as going to school, or such as, let me see what else. Being strong enough to ask questions about things you're interested in. And let's see what else. Artists, that could maybe lead you into a career path, but it may just be a healing aspect, because sometimes it's kind of like meditation. When you meditate, sometimes it puts you in touch with your higher self, and then you can get some answers. So artwork, art and music also can help tune you in to your true self, and then you can maybe find your way from there. Okay, sometimes we gain insights while we're doing something. So like when you're doing the art or music, it may relax you, and all of a sudden you find yourself and an idea comes to you. Okay, so these are kind of deep. Okay, the mystic is the next card. I am spiritually wealthy. So it's like you guys are soul searching and also searching for a career. So it's highly likely that you might want to meditate or pray, and to get in touch with your angels to figure out what is it that you need to be doing right now. Okay, the leader. I lead from the heart. Okay, so like I said, this is pretty deep. Okay, I'm going to continue now. These are a different type of card. Okay, the chalice, rejuvenation and fulfillment. So there's something going on in Gemini's life during 2020, or it happened during 2019, where you guys were not feeling fulfilled. Okay, and maybe perhaps you need some rest also. The Queen, love and prosperity. Okay, so we heard earlier that you guys were going to get abundance and joy. Okay, maybe the joy is coming from a relationship. Okay, so there may be some changes coming up, not only in your career, but in your relationships. The Spirit, unseen forces watch over you. Okay, and that's why I said you might want to get into prayer, so that you can get some insight and get some direction from the spirit realm. Okay, from your higher self, however you see it. Okay, the stars. A long journey brings rewards. Okay, so it seems like you have been in process to find a new career. You have been in process to get in touch with yourself, and now you're going to reach that place where you're benefiting from it. Okay, from whatever you've been searching for. The talisman. You are destined to succeed. That's a really good card to get. Okay. Okay, don't mind the top of the card. It had water. Okay, don't mind that. Anyway, okay, bright new prospects are on the horizon. Okay, this could be in love, this could be in career. Okay, but you guys are in for change, and hopefully it's good change. Sometimes not all change is good, but hopefully these are good changes coming into your life. So that's the career part of your reading. So now I'm going to get into the storylines that may affect you. And after I do that, then we'll get into love, okay? Okay. So the first card that I have for you is courtship. Okay, so a new beginning to a relationship is starting. This courtship doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be like a career relationship too, where you're starting a new relationship and discussing what you can do for your career, and it becomes like a friendship, or it becomes a work partnership. Thoughts. So this guy, so the first card, courtship, it's just a new beginning. So that didn't have to be romantic, This one could be a little bit more romantic. This is thoughts, and he's thinking about a woman. Anyway, he's thinking good thoughts, okay? And maybe it's about a woman. It could be that you're thinking good thoughts about a career, or like to talk to someone about your career. Okay, but like I said, I think this is getting more romantic, okay? But it doesn't have to be. So if you see it in a different way, if it's resonating toward your career, then maybe perhaps it's related, okay? The next card is Privileged Lady. So there's a courtship, and a guy is thinking about a woman. And the woman, I guess, is doing well in her career, and she's living pretty nicely. Gift. So, I don't know. Is he thinking about giving her a gift, or is she a gift to him? It's almost like, oh my gosh, all my life I've been thinking about a person just like you. You know, if I could get something for Christmas, it would be you. I don't know if the present is a literal present, or if she's like a present to him. So the next card is Great Fortune. So this card means your wishes and dreams are coming true. Okay? So remember, the guy was thinking about the privileged lady, and a gift is relevant. Okay? Let's see. I don't know what to say about that. The gift could be that he wants to give her a great fortune. The gift could be that she is the fortune to him, like worth a fortune. She's a good gift who's worth a fortune, something like that, okay? Okay, so anyway, main male. So, let's see, great. I don't know. Fortune is relevant to this privileged lady getting a present. Like maybe the privileged lady is getting money as a present or some type of gift. Or a great fortune is a gift to this main male. Something to that effect. I know this is a little bit not clear, but let's keep going. Okay, so I don't understand 100% here. All I know is that some male is thinking about a couple is dating, okay? The man is thinking about the woman, and maybe he wants to give her a gift, okay? Maybe the gift cost a fortune. That makes sense, okay? That makes more sense. So now we might stop that little sentence there, and now we're at main male. And the main male may be on a pathway, okay? And then the weird thing, yeah, okay. So the weird thing, you guys, sit down if you want to sit down, okay? So the weird thing, he might be on a pathway to a coffin, okay? So this is a little bit deep, guys, okay? So in this reading, I didn't give you guys a warning ahead of time. In this reading, there may be some deep things. Do you remember at the beginning of the reading when I was explaining to you, like, you guys might want to meditate? There's good reasons why, because there are changes coming into the Gemini's life during 2020, and you guys have to be prepared for it. So you want to be spiritually and mentally stable and knowing what direction you're supposed to walk in, so that when things change, you're not shook up by it so much, okay? Also, when you get direction, it helps you to walk on the right path, okay? And I am a Christian, so like narrow is the path that leads to righteousness and broad is the path that leads to destruction, okay? So for some reason, this main male here, he may be making wrong decisions or something, and it's leading him down the pathway to death, okay? And this could be in a literal sense or a physical sense, spiritual sense, okay? So that's why maybe perhaps you Geminis need to make sure your spiritual life is correct. If you've been doing magic or doing things, like if you've been living a life that is not right and you know it in your heart, you need to probably pray and get direction so you can walk in the right way, because you never know what tomorrow may bring, okay? So especially if you're a masculine Gemini, okay? Make sure that you are spiritually doing the right thing, or that you're in touch with God and you know that you're making good decisions in your life, okay? Okay, so that was pretty deep, okay? So, and we don't know if that's a literal death or a spiritual death, or sometimes the coffin card could come up and then something could come behind it, like money. Well, in this case, money was near to it, so it could be possible that money for the main male may be, I don't know. But in this case, I think it's something personal to him, okay? So a Gemini male probably needs to be aware. This could also be the partner of a Gemini, okay? Who needs to be aware of health, safety, or spiritual health, okay? Okay, so we have the main male on a pathway to maybe death, and that's a really strong statement. Okay, let me continue with the next card. So now we have pleasure seekers in the reverse. And so in the reverse, a pleasure seeker is a serious person, okay? So remember how I said if you're a Gemini male or if you're the male partner of a Gemini, you need to be serious spiritually and make wise decisions. So this is kind of confirming it. So instead of him being on a pathway to death, he all of a sudden is going to get serious. And that's if he's still alive, if that was not a literal death. This is a transformation process of walking in ways of foolishness that are leading to death and turning around and becoming serious. And that way you can avoid foolishness that leads to death, okay? So now I'm going to continue. Okay, so trap is the next card. So we're getting serious. Someone is being serious because there's a trap, okay? A trap is something that's probably not good. It's not well intentioned, okay? The next card is surprise. So that means that there's a surprise trap that's laying in wait, maybe for this main man. I stumble over my words a little bit still. For this main male, he may be walking into a trap. He's on a pathway to death. It may be a surprise trap. Okay, so now here is the priest. So it's either that the main male is going to take heart to what I just said and take his spiritual life seriously. So he went to the priest to go to church. Or it could be if it were a literal death, someone has to go to the priest to plan a funeral. Okay? So I don't know which it is for Gemini in the year 2020. Okay, so we had priest and now we have young woman, okay? So the young woman could be a priest, or the young woman could have went to the priest for a confession. Something to that effect. I'm going to give you the next card. The next card is quarrel, okay? So the priest and the young woman could get into a quarrel, or the young woman could have told the priest during confession or something that she got into a quarrel, okay? It could have been with the main male. I don't know. Okay. So the next card is thief in the reverse. When we steal something, we take it away. But when the card is in the reverse, we're giving it back. Okay? So something is being given back. And the card before a quarrel. Maybe she wants to take back a quarrel. She wishes she could erase the quarrel she had with the main male before he passed, if that's what happened. Okay. Okay, so now we have surprise. Journey. So there's a surprise trip to go somewhere. Okay, we had journey upright, and now we have journey in the reverse. So I don't know what that means. It's two different decks of cards, okay? But they both said journey. So if there was a literal death, somebody is taking a journey. It's almost like you have a choice whether you take a journey or whether you stay where you're at. Okay, so the next card is enemy in the reverse. So the opposite of your enemy is your friend. So we are taking a journey with the friend, or we're staying where we are with the friend. Cheerfulness. So maybe we're in a good mood and everything is okay. But then here comes a little roller coaster again, okay? Here we go, prison. So someone either took a journey or they didn't take a journey with their friend. They were happy, but they're either in a mental prison or in a physical prison. One of the two. They're trapped in their thoughts about something, which if there was a death, it would maybe be a mental prison where maybe they took a journey to get their mind off of a death, but then they still feel upset inside in their mind. Okay. So this is a new character here. We have an old woman. So the old woman could be in a prison in her mind. Maybe that's a relative of hers that passed. Okay. Okay, this one is hard to say sometimes when I stumble over my words. Infantilism. Okay, acting like a baby. It's a funny word to say, like I don't know. Let me hold on. I don't want to practice saying it. I kind of like trip with my tongue over the word. Anyway, acting like a baby. So there's an older woman who's acting like a baby. She's probably upset if there was a loss in her family. So she's maybe either she is in a mental prison, or maybe it was the young woman that we were talking about earlier, or the young woman's friend. Someone's in a mental prison and they're upset. Okay, now we have angry woman. Okay, it kind of looks like the old woman, so maybe the older woman is angry about something, but it is actually upside down. Okay, so let's see. So the older woman may have been upset and crying like a baby because she was upset because of a lost loved one, and instead of her being angry, now she becoming happy because she got her tears. Her tears ran out, and now she's fine. Okay. So now we have a loss of money, but it's in the reverse. So somebody gained money. Maybe there was a will. So it seems like we're talking about a literal death, okay? Okay, the consultant. So I just said a will. This is possibly a lawyer. And actually the consultant is in the reverse. I don't know what that means. If it's not a lawyer, because it's consultant reverse, maybe someone had a home will, so maybe someone had to call a number toward an insurance agency, or I'm not sure, a broker. I don't know who holds the money for wills. I just know a lawyer may be relevant. But anyway, somebody does some work to get some money, and it may be related to a death, so it's possibly a will or an inheritance. Well, I'm sorry, a will would have the inheritance written in it. So something maybe about a will, okay, or some legal paperwork, okay? So the next card is visit in the reverse. And that's what I'm saying. The consultant is in the reverse and visit is in the reverse. So it might be something that a family member is doing instead of using a professional to get this work done, to get the money. You guys are doing it on your own. Okay. So the next card is gamblers. Okay, maybe it's a gamble. If you're doing your legal paperwork on your own, it may be a gamble because you hope you did the paperwork correctly so that you get what you were supposed to get. Okay. Well, this one is falseness, but it's in the reverse. So whatever it is that was the paperwork that needs to be dealt with, it is not false, it's legit. So maybe someone had their fingers crossed, wondering if the insurance company or the will, like if you did your own will, do it yourself will, if it was legit and if it would go through correctly. So it seems like it did. Okay. So now we have presence in the reverse. So this could be contradictory, okay? What did we just have a while ago? We had falseness in the reverse. So whatever we did seems like it was legit. But then we have presence in the reverse too. So instead of you getting something, you have to give something. So you may have to give money or maybe you have to give ID or something to get the money that you were trying to get. Okay. Okay. So whoever you're dealing with could be an enemy. So maybe they're being difficult. So maybe the paperwork is correct. You have to give them something. And when you give them the paperwork, they're trying to be difficult instead of cooperating with you. So you feel like it's a struggle to get your inheritance or the life insurance money. Okay. Okay. So the next card is City House in the reverse. This could be a country house. Okay. So now we have constancy. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, constancy. So this card is like if somebody was watching you constantly, but it's in the reverse. So maybe nobody is watching you in the country house. Let's see. You had struggles getting money or inheritance or something like that. So you went to a country house. At least nobody's watching you. You have your privacy. Okay. Unexpected joy, but it's in the reverse. So you're in a country house. Nobody's watching you. You do have your privacy, but you're not happy. So your paperwork could have been legit, but you're still having a struggle getting the money you need to get. So maybe you went to a vacation house, a country house, a relative's house, I'm not sure, okay? And then you're sad. I'm not sure. What's that card there? That card is Journey, okay. Let's see. So, okay. So you're not happy, but you did get some money. Okay? So maybe it worked out. Maybe you had to wait it out for a minute while the paperwork got resolved, and then you did get some money. Okay. So this is the fortune card, but it's upside down, okay? So you didn't get a great big fortune, but you did get some money. So it confirms some money plus fortune upside down. So definitely got some money from this. Okay, so the next card is thought. So we got this inheritance issue or this life insurance issue. I'm gonna fix this better, sorry. Okay, so we did get that corrected. We got it sorted out. Now we're thinking about something. What's our next step, okay? We might have dealt with the burial and got the life insurance money, whatever the case may be. And now someone is thinking, it doesn't have to be a male, that's just an image on the card, okay? So it could have been that a masculine was the one who passed away, and let's see. So the person who's maybe thinking could be the young woman. It's just a person on that card saying thought. The young woman who's talking to the priest. Okay. So there's a thought about a baby. Maybe they had children together. Okay. Sweetheart. Maybe he had a baby with someone else. I don't know. Okay. Desire. So this one's a little bit tricky. The person who passed could have had a baby with someone else. She could be desiring something. Okay, now it's making sense now. I see the other card. So what it means is that the person who passed away was cheating on the young woman, And then he had a sweetheart, she had a baby. So now we're figuring out what the sweetheart wants. And it's death. Okay, so for some reason they're Romeo and Juliet. One passed away and the other one wants to go too. So the sweetheart, the person, his mistress, is angry. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. So the next card is loss. Okay, so she's angry over her loss. So the young woman who was married to the main male, we don't know if she was angry or not. She had a quarrel with him, okay? But the sweetheart, the mistress, has a baby for him. And because I almost wonder, the thought, there's a masculine on here. It's actually weird. There's a masculine on here. And he's kind of wearing white. It's kind of weird. I wonder if this is the masculine, the same main male in the spirit realm, thinking about his baby. That's so weird how... It's really weird. Okay, because I was wondering, how did we get on sweetheart? Because, yeah, so I wonder if the female is Gemini, and then the masculine could have been... Okay, so this makes sense. And interesting. Okay, so not going to say anything else. So anyway, let's see. So the sweetheart is sad over a loss, and ecclesiastic. So we have a priest again. I don't know doing what. Let's figure that out. Okay, so the priest, I'm not sure. Anyway, we have widower. So it almost seems like a two-way street, because there's a main male who passed away, and then there's a masculine who's losing his wife. Okay? So let me see something. That could be the priest lost his wife. Let's see. I don't know. So let's see. Okay, so what I'm just going to take from that, guys, if you're a Gemini, there may be death somewhere in your friend's family or relationship, okay? So you have to what I was telling Geminis is to be aware of your direction, okay? Be aware of your spiritual direction. Be aware of your physical direction, okay? So it might be a good idea to have a good prayer life and get direction on what you're supposed to do. If you've been out in the world sinning, maybe now it's time to reel that back in and get back on target, get back on task, and live a decent life, because you don't know what tomorrow may bring, okay? So, and what that also means is whether you're a Gemini male or feminine, masculine or feminine, you may have a possibility that either you or your spouse could pass away. But in this case, if there are different decks being used here, so I think what it's just saying is it's a possibility that the masculine may pass away or that the feminine may pass away, okay? So that means if you're a Gemini, or if you're a Gemini, a partner of a Gemini, you're supposed to be aware of your spiritual life, okay? And try to live a good life and put away the past sins or whatever else, any maybe ask for forgiveness for any sins. Just get on the right track, okay? So now we're getting into relationship, okay? That went deep a while ago, so you guys had something to think about for your career, which wasn't that much to think about, but when it came to personal issues you may experience, maybe you have a lot to think about, okay? Okay. So now we're going to calm it down a little bit, okay? We're getting into the romantic, okay? Okay. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. And this is it's a romance angel card, but with the things we just heard a while ago, this really applies, okay? If someone is passing from your life, they were here for the time that they were appointed to be here, and then when it's time for them to go, it's time for them to go, okay? So you as a person, you have to heal yourself Grieve the loss, and you have to learn how to move on with your life, okay? Okay. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So this could be your spouse's mistress's child. Maybe, maybe not. It could be that you're spousing your child. Okay, I don't know. So when it comes to let go of control issues, I don't know how that's related to children. Maybe the children are upset, and because of that, they may be acting out a little bit. And so I don't know if the children need to like get some counsel or something, counseling, if the children are upset. Okay, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay? Now this is interesting because it seems like on either side, the Gemini might be by themselves at some point during the year 2020. So it's telling you very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Do you want to stay by yourself? Do you want to get a new partner? I don't know if it, let's see. I don't know if it's related to children. Because I don't know if somebody had thought about a baby, so someone is pregnant at the moment, okay? So it's like you have to make a decision about something, and it could be about a pregnancy or about, you know, oh my. Okay, that's just an emergency warning. Okay. I'm sorry about that noise. Okay, let's see. So that distracted me a little bit. Okay, so those are the only romance angel cards there, and it's not about romance, okay? So we're going to take it that whatever happened for Geminis, it could have been a literal death, because we're not even talking about, let me give you a kiss, I love you so much. We're not talking like that. We're talking about some really basic issues, and it seems like it's about healing, okay? So if you're a Gemini, if you're listening to this, just calm down, okay? Calm down. Okay, so here we go. Releasing allegiances. Okay, so there was someone in your life that you had to let go of because their time had passed. And let me see if there's anything else I need to say. No. Let's see. That there. Okay, let's see. Okay, you might have had to release someone because their energy was different than yours. It doesn't have to be only that partner that passed away. It could be, like I said, lower vibrational energies. It could be that even in your career, remember how we said a career change was possibly imminent? Okay, there are things going on in Gemini's life that they have to release, okay? Let go of control issues. That could be in work, that could be in your personal life. Okay, so just be aware that you're going through a process of change, okay? Bring it into form. And this means like this is about taking action toward what you desire to achieve. Like it told you to clearly decide what you want, and very soon you will attain it. So is it that you want a new job? Is it that you want a new partner? You have to figure that out. So if you wanted a new job, you have to either go to school or fill out a job application or create a business of your own, okay? If it's a new partner, you probably need to heal from the one that you lost first before you can go toward a new one, okay? So that's kind of what the next card is about. The next card is release the dark wound and let love live, okay? So it's like you're acknowledging the fact that you lost a partner and you're learning how to grieve that loss and to maybe let love in, but